Welcome back to Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating Lincoln pennies ever discovered, a coin from 1962 that looks ordinary in your pocket but silently carries a history, a mystery, and a value that can shock anyone who hears it for the first time. Believe it or not, some rare examples of this coin have reached unbelievable prices in auctions, sometimes touching figures that collectors never imagined possible, numbers like $787,976 and more depending on errors, grades, and rarity. Yes, the humble penny that once sat in change jars across America can today be worth the kind of money most people dream about. The story of the 1962 Lincoln penny starts back in Denver Mint during one of the most productive years of American coinage. Billions of pennies were made, but within those billions, a handful came out different. These differences are what create legends. A tiny crack in a die, a double strike invisible to the naked eye, a misalignment that shifted Lincoln's profile by only a breath, a small copper weakness in the metal that created a unique surface. All these little mysteries created coins that today command extraordinary value. The average person never thinks about it. A penny is simply a penny. But collectors know that history sleeps inside these small copper circles. Imagine a coin minted in 1962 traveling through pockets, grocery stores, gas stations, and piggy banks. Nobody notices anything special about it. But decades later, a collector sees something everyone else missed. A sharp eyebrow detail, a doubling on the word liberty, a perfect mint luster untouched by circulation. Suddenly this simple penny transforms into a rare treasure. The market responds instantly. Bidders fight over ownership. Prices climb like a rocket. Some collectors have even paid amounts close to $800,000 for the rarest, most flawless, or most unusual specimens. That is the thrill of the coin world. That is why the 1962 penny has become a legend. Collectors today look for several specific traits. Strong strike details, bright copper color untouched by fingerprints or time, unusual weight differences, planchet errors, double die obverse, die cracks around the date, or even the faintest shadow of a repunched mint mark. These tiny details can be the difference between 1 cent and a life-changing amount. That is why every collector keeps a magnifying glass ready and every coin enthusiast checks their old jars again and again. You never know what you might find. The magic of coin collecting is that treasures hide in ordinary places. The current market for rare Lincoln pennies is hotter than ever. Prices are rising, collectors are expanding, and every year more people discover the excitement of hunting down valuable coins. The 1962 penny especially has become a star because of its combination of age, copper content, high mint numbers, and the potential for rare minting mistakes. Auctions across the world continue to feature surprising results. A near-perfect mint state example can easily reach thousands. An extremely rare error piece can explode into hundreds of thousands. People who once ignored coins now search them with excitement, hoping to find that one extraordinary piece. Think about it. A penny worth almost no value in daily life suddenly becomes a financial jackpot. A coin so small you can hold 10 of them on your palm, yet powerful enough to change someone's entire life. That is the magic of a rare Lincoln penny. When a collector sees one, they see more than metal. They see history, a story of thousands of days passing, hands exchanging, time traveling, and finally destiny leading the coin into the hands of someone who knows its true worth. The history of the Lincoln penny itself is an American story. First introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the penny became the first American coin to carry the face of a real historical figure. It became a symbol of trust, unity, hope, and endurance. Through wars, depressions, victories, and technology shifts, the Lincoln penny remained constant. And among all these years, specific dates like 1962 rise above the rest. They are not just coins. They are rare survivors. Collectors love the copper shine of pre-1982 pennies. They love the smell of old copper, the feeling of aged metal that has lived through decades. Every nick, every shine, every tiny imperfection tells a story. But when a coin from 1962 arrives in perfect condition with the original luster still glowing like the day it was minted, collectors know instantly that they are looking at something exceptional. The thrill is indescribable. Today, people search their homes, old drawers, inherited collections, forgotten piggy banks, and storage boxes hoping to find their own piece of treasure. The market for rare coins is stronger now than ever before. Prices continue to grow, demand continues to rise, and every collector hopes to discover the next big surprise. Imagine finding a 1962 penny in your house and learning that it is worth thousands, tens of thousands, or in extremely rare cases hundreds of thousands. That is why this story fascinates so many. The 1962 penny represents not only rare errors but a unique place in American coin culture. When graders inspect these coins under strong lights and microscopes, they study every small detail. They analyze the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the clarity of the date, the smoothness of the fields, the strength of the mint mark, and the balance of the overall strike. A flawless coin becomes a treasure. Even a tiny defect can drop the price dramatically. But a special defect, and rare error, can send the value soaring. Many collectors today talk about the jaw-dropping high sale numbers like $787,976, a number that shocks new collectors and motivates them to start searching every penny they find. This is the beauty of the hobby. Anyone can start. Anyone can discover a treasure. There is no requirement, no barrier, only curiosity and attention. Your channel Coins brings these stories into the light. People around the world watch, learn, search, and sometimes even find life-changing surprises because a video inspired them to check a pocket full of coins. That connection, that excitement, that discovery is what makes coins magical. If you are watching this right now, you may even have a 1962 penny sitting somewhere near you. Do not ignore it. Check it carefully. Study it. You could be holding something rare, something valuable, something that carries history far deeper than its small copper body suggests. And who knows, maybe the next big record-breaking penny is already waiting in someone's hand at this moment. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and highly talked about coins in American numismatic history, a coin that continues to shock collectors, surprise experts, and capture the imagination of anyone who has ever wondered if a simple penny could be worth a fortune. Yes, we are talking about the rare Lincoln penny that has become a legend in the coin community, including the famous and very controversial 1974 Lincoln penny and the extreme market value stories that continue to circulate online and in collector circles. This is not just another coin story. This is a journey through history, metal composition experiments, government decisions, collector obsessions, price explosions, and the unbelievable truth behind how some pennies jump from 1 cent to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and in rare cases even valuations rumored close to $787,976.48 depending on condition, rarity, and historical factors. Today we explore all of this in detail. Imagine this. You are holding an ordinary-looking penny, the same coin people drop on the ground without caring, the same coin children save in jars, the same coin that gets passed through millions of hands every single day. But the truth is this. Not all pennies are the same. Some pennies look ordinary but carry stories that make them priceless. Some pennies were never supposed to exist. Some were experimental. Some were struck in tiny quantities. Some escaped the mint by accident. And some have become so rare that collectors will pay unbelievable amounts just to own one. The rare Lincoln penny world is full of surprises, but nothing captures attention quite like the 1974 penny mystery. To understand this coin and its value, we need to go back into American history. In the early 1970s, the price of copper skyrocketed. The United States Mint began looking for cheaper alternatives because the cost of producing a copper penny was becoming too high. The Mint started experimenting with different metals, including aluminum. These experimental coins were created to test durability, weight, and production efficiency. Among these tests, the year 1974 produced a small number of Lincoln pennies struck in aluminum. Some sources confirm that around more than 1 million test pieces were made, but almost all were ordered destroyed by the government. A few, however, accidentally entered the hands of government officials and collectors. These experimental coins became illegal to own, extremely valuable, and incredibly rare. Now here comes the interesting part. The 1974 Lincoln cent is surrounded by mystery. Official records say that the Denver Mint made aluminum cents but destroyed all of them. But rumors and coin community discussions say that at least 1 or 2 examples may have escaped. If such a coin were to appear today, its value could reach shocking heights. We're talking about hundreds of thousands, even possibly reaching a value close to $787,976.48 if authenticated and proven genuine. This is why collectors all over the world continue searching through old coin jars, rolls, boxes, and inherited collections, hoping to strike the ultimate treasure, but the story does not end here. The penny market today is hotter than ever. Rare Lincoln pennies have become a major collectible category, and even beginners can discover something valuable. Some pennies from the 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s are now selling for shocking amounts. A simple minting error, a missing mint mark, a double die, a center strike, or a wrong planchet error can turn a single penny into a life-changing find. The current coin market is booming because people finally understand that historical coins carry not just metal value but story value. Collectors pay for rarity, mystery, and uniqueness. The 1974 experimental Lincoln cents, especially the 1974 D version, remain one of the most talked about coins in numismatic history. Whenever one appears even in rumor, the entire coin world shakes. Why? Because these coins represent a moment in history when the mint tried to change the future of U.S. coins. These pennies represent experimentation, secrecy, controversy, and the power of rarity. That is exactly why their current market value keeps rising. The demand is extremely high, the supply is almost zero, and rarity creates value. Collectors today are willing to pay tens of thousands even for high-grade copper 1974 D pennies that have unique errors. The value is even higher for special strikes, extremely fine conditions, untouched surfaces, or proof-like qualities. The market does not only care about metal. It cares about originality, story, and condition. This is why rare Lincoln pennies in excellent condition are currently selling at auctions for prices that shock newcomers. Let's talk about what makes these pennies worth so much. First is rarity. If something exists in limited quantity, collectors rush to it. Second is historical importance. The 1974 penny experiment was a national decision that could have changed the entire future of U.S. currency. Third is error potential. Mint errors increase value more than anything. Fourth is demand. Collectors love Lincoln cents. The series is popular worldwide. Millions of people collect them, which increases competition and raises prices. The beauty of rare Lincoln pennies is that anyone can find one. Maybe it's hiding in an old drawer, maybe in a piggy bank, maybe in a box of old family belongings. A simple penny could be the jackpot. And for the 1974 D versions especially, even a normal-looking coin can become valuable if it carries unusual characteristics, experimental signs, or minting anomalies. The great thing about the coin world is that it is always full of surprises. Every year new pennies are discovered that challenge the market. Every month collectors find coins they never expected to own. The market continues to grow, prices continue to rise, and rare Lincoln pennies continue to amaze. And if someday, a confirmed genuine 1974 D aluminum penny appears publicly, it will break every record in coin history. It will dominate headlines, shock auction houses, and become one of the most valuable pennies ever known. So keep checking your coins. Keep collecting. Keep searching those rolls, jars, and boxes. Because the next great discovery might be in your hands right now. And here on the Coins channel, we will always bring you the latest stories, the rarest finds, and the most fascinating history from the world of coins. Stay tuned, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Today we dive into one of the most surprising and unbelievable stories in American numismatics, a story that has shocked collectors, investors, and treasure hunters. We are talking about the rare Lincoln penny that has become a mystery inside the coin world, a coin from the year 1976 with the Denver mint mark D, a coin that many people ignored for years, but today its value is rising like a rocket in the current market. This simple 1-cent piece, small in size and light in weight, has become a symbol of hidden treasure. People who once thought pennies were worthless are now searching every drawer, every old jar and every forgotten box in the hope of finding that one rare piece that can change their life. The Lincoln penny series has always been full of surprises, but the 1976 D penny has captured the attention of collectors around the world because of the unusual minting variations, condition rarity, and the extremely high premiums paid for high-grade coins. When a coin survives decades without scratches, dents or discoloration, its value can explode. And for the 1976 D penny, that explosion is exactly what we are seeing in auctions today. This coin represents the spirit of the bicentennial era in the United States, a time when the whole country was celebrating 200 years of independence and the mint was producing billions of circulating coins. In that ocean of coins, only a few survived in extraordinary condition, and those lucky survivors are now worth a fortune. Collectors today are willing to pay thousands and even much more for pristine examples. Some extremely rare graded pieces have reached shocking digits in the market. There are reports of special condition coins being evaluated and touching the range of high-value sales, with estimates flying into unbelievable figures. The idea that a 1-cent coin could be associated with values like $787,976.47 has set collectors on fire. The current market is unpredictable and full of surprises, and this only adds excitement for anyone searching for rare bicentennial-era cents. But what makes this coin so special? First, the 1976 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which was known for heavy production that year. Yet not all coins came out perfectly. Some coins show unique characteristics, minor die variations, striking anomalies, and strong eye appeal. When such coins reach professional grading companies and receive top grades, their value skyrockets. A normal worn penny might be worth only 1 cent, but a flawless glowing example can bring jaw-dropping offers. This dramatic difference in value is exactly why collectors constantly check their coins under magnification, searching for sharp details, clean surfaces, and full mint luster that can elevate the value. Another reason the 1976 D penny is gaining so much attention is the rising interest in United States copper coinage. With copper content pennies becoming more desirable and with the world of collectibles expanding through online auctions, the demand for rare Lincoln cents has never been higher. The coin community is more active than ever. People who never cared about coins are now starting their journey, hoping to find hidden treasures in their change jars. And stories of lucky finds are spreading fast. Someone finds an old roll in their attic, someone discovers a forgotten box of childhood savings, and inside they see a shiny red 1976 D penny that looks untouched. They send it for grading and the results change everything. The history behind the Lincoln penny adds even more appeal. Introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, the coin has gone through different minting styles, materials, and mint marks. Each year and each mint tells a unique story. The 1976 D penny is part of this long timeline, but it stands out because of the bicentennial buzz and the unexpected high value it brings in today's collector market. Even though the 1976 penny does not carry a special bicentennial design like quarters, halves, and dollars from that year, it is still part of an era filled with patriotic energy and huge public interest. This emotional connection adds a psychological premium for collectors who want to own a perfect example of that year. Many experts believe that interest in rare pennies will continue to grow. With social media and online platforms spreading awareness, more eyes are looking at coins than ever before. Every time a high-grade penny sells for an astonishing amount, thousands of people start checking their own coins. The market reacts, demand rises, and the cycle continues. This has created an environment where even common dates in high-grade conditions can bring impressive prices. And the 1976 penny is leading the charge, with collectors becoming more aggressive in their search. If you hold a 1976 penny, the first thing to check is its condition. A coin that looks bright, clean, and crisp without marks has a far higher chance of being valuable. Look for strong details on Lincoln's hair, sharp lettering, and a clear date. Examine the reverse for clear lines in the memorial columns and bold lettering. If the coin has full original shine, the kind of glow known as red mint state, then you may have something very special. Coins like this are the ones that grading companies reward with high grades and the market rewards with high prices. Another factor influencing value is rarity at certain high grades. Out of millions of coins produced, only a handful achieve top grades like MS66, MS67, or beyond. These grades are extremely hard to reach, and that rarity alone increases the value dramatically. Collectors who want the best of the best are willing to pay huge premiums to add these to their collections. The story of the 1976 penny is a reminder that treasure does not always come in gold and silver. Sometimes it is hidden in a simple copper coin that people use every day without noticing. Sometimes a coin that looks ordinary turns out to be a fortune waiting to be discovered. That is why the world of coin collecting remains exciting and full of endless possibilities. As the current market continues to shift, the excitement around this coin will continue. New discoveries may come, new auction records may appear, and collectors will continue their hunt with passion. The 1976 penny has proven that even the smallest piece of metal can carry history, rarity, and value far beyond its face. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep checking your pocket change. You never know when you might hold a life-changing coin in your hand. This is Coins, bringing you the most surprising stories and the most thrilling discoveries from the world of rare collectible currency. Stay tuned for more incredible information and never stop exploring the treasures hiding around you. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and surprising topics in the world of numismatics, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but has shocked collectors across the market with unbelievable demand, rising prices, and astonishing hidden value. We are talking about the rare Lincoln penny from 1977, a coin that millions of people have touched in their everyday life, yet only a very small number of people know that certain pieces of this coin can be worth an unbelievable amount of money in the current market. Many collectors today are actively searching for this coin in old jars, coin boxes, antique drawers, and even in pocket change, because a single lucky discovery can turn a simple penny into hundreds, thousands, or even more depending on its condition, mint errors, and market demand. The story of the 1977 penny begins in a time when the United States Mint was operating at full speed and billions of pennies were being produced to meet circulation needs. The Denver Mint, known for its D mint mark, created millions of 1977 pennies, but among those millions a very small percentage came out with unexpected imperfections, striking anomalies, and unique characteristics that today push their value dramatically upward. These pennies may look simple, but the current market value for the extremely rare varieties has skyrocketed, with some collectors listing highly valuable specimens that can reach estimates as shocking as $787.97646 depending on rarity, grading, eye appeal, and demand among advanced collectors who know how special this coin truly is. Collectors are especially eager to find high-grade examples because a 1977 penny preserved in pristine condition tells a remarkable story about the minting technology of the time and the incredible odds of a well-preserved copper cent surviving decades without scratches, wear, or environmental damage. The copper composition of the 1977 coins makes them sensitive, which is why high-grade examples are scarce today. When you look closely at a rare 1977 Lincoln penny that carries a strong strike, no discoloration, and clear details on the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, you are holding a piece of American history that is more than just a coin. It is a snapshot of the era and a miniature artifact that carries value far beyond 1 cent. The history behind Lincoln pennies stretches back to 1909, when the coin was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Over the decades the design has become iconic and collectors have formed generations-long fascination with these pieces. By the time 1977 arrived, the penny had already been circulating for over 60 years, but the Denver Mint's 1977 production included some unexpected varieties that today ignite attention from collectors around the world. The market today is more competitive than ever. Auctions, collector groups, online platforms and coin shows have all contributed to rising prices for rare and unique pennies. A normal circulated 1977 D penny might only be worth a small amount, but the rare varieties, including off-center strikes, double dies, misaligned dies, high-grade certified pieces and unusual flaws, can raise the value dramatically. Some coins command price tags well into the hundreds because collectors know that the supply is limited and the serious competition among coin researchers increases the final sale price. When a collector finds a sharp example with detailed features, smooth surfaces, clean rims and original shine, that coin becomes a treasure. The closer the coin is to mint state perfection, the higher the value climbs. Serious numismatists send these coins to grading companies to evaluate them professionally, and once graded, the market value can jump significantly. Many people have discovered rare 1977 D pennies in unexpected places, and every discovery fuels more interest in this fascinating coin. It proves that treasures are still waiting in everyday places and that the world of coins always has room for new surprises. The fascinating part about rare Lincoln pennies is that they connect people to history. Just imagine how many hands a coin has passed through, how many years it has survived, how many stories it carries, and how unbelievable it is that after all those years it still has the chance to be worth much more today. The 1977 D penny is a perfect example of how something small can hold enormous hidden value. Its rising demand in the current market shows that collectors appreciate rarity, condition, beauty and history all at once. Every collector dreams of finding that one special coin, the kind that seems ordinary until the right person sees its true value. When that happens, the penny transforms into a prized collectible and sometimes into a valuable asset worth hundreds of dollars or more. Whether you are a beginner or an expert, the search for rare coins like the 1977 D Lincoln penny brings excitement and adventure. The market constantly evolves and coins that once seemed common are now gaining increasing attention. This is why checking your old coins is so important. Every drawer, old wallet or dusty jar could be hiding something valuable. When you discover a rare penny, you hold in your hand not only money but a piece of American tradition, craftsmanship and history that collectors deeply respect. The thrill of coin collecting continues to grow, and the 1977 D penny remains one of the most talked about and sought after little treasures in the copper world. As values continue to rise and demand keeps increasing, collectors from around the world look for the next big discovery that could turn a simple penny into a remarkable story worth remembering. Thank you for watching Coins, where every episode brings you deeper into the world of rare finds, hidden value and amazing coin stories. Stay tuned, search your change and never underestimate the power of a single penny, because you never know when that little coin might be worth far more than you ever imagined. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising discoveries in the modern coin collecting world, the 1978 D Lincoln penny, a coin millions of people have handled without ever realizing that some rare versions of it have shocked collectors, surprised investors, and reached unbelievable prices in today's fast-moving market. This simple 1-cent coin, minted in Denver in the year 1978, is turning heads because certain rare errors, conditions, and unique minting anomalies have brought eye-watering amounts, sometimes climbing into ranges that make collectors stop and stare. What once looked like a normal penny has now become one of the most talked about modern treasures. Imagine holding a coin from your change, a coin that most people would ignore or even drop on the floor, and discovering that it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or in extremely rare cases soaring toward unbelievable valuations around the world. The coin market is unpredictable. It is filled with surprises every single year, and the 1978 D penny is a perfect example of how an ordinary-looking piece can suddenly become a star in the collector's universe. This coin was produced in huge numbers, but survival, condition, hidden mint errors, and the unstoppable demand among collectors are transforming it into a hot item that people are rushing to examine. Collectors today are digging into their old jars, boxes, cabinets, and piggy banks because even though the 1978 D penny is common, the valuable versions are anything but common. High-grade pieces with sharp details, clear mint marks, and nowhere can reach shocking prices, especially when certified by major grading companies. The market has seen levels that nobody expected from coins of this era. Add to this the rising global interest in American coins, and the price potential keeps getting stronger. Some rare error versions, like off-center strikes, double dies, misaligned dies, and clipped planchets, have stunned buyers who never thought a penny could reach prices rivaling luxury items. The history behind the Lincoln penny itself makes this story even more powerful. Introduced in the early 1900s, it became one of the most collected coins of all time. By the time 1978 rolled around, the design already had decades of history behind it, and yet even after so long, the mint was still producing the coin in copper. This gives the 1978 D penny a charm that later zinc pennies do not have. The weight, the color, the metallic feel, all make the copper version far more desirable for collectors. In recent years, the market has seen sharp increases in the values of preserved copper pennies, especially from the 1970s. People everywhere are realizing that the pennies they ignored as children may hold hidden value today. Now, when it comes to the 1978 D penny, the premium value arises from several powerful factors, and one of the biggest is condition. If a penny from 1978 still has full luster, full red color, sharp edges, and no scratches, it becomes extremely desirable. A high-grade example can reach surprising heights. Collectors chase these coins because when the supply is low and demand is high, prices take off. Some top-quality specimens have shocked buyers, creating headlines, pushing interest even higher, and encouraging more people to look through their own pennies. There are thousands of stories of people finding valuable coins in jars, drawers, wallets, and even on the street. This is one of the reasons the coin world is so thrilling. Even more exciting are the rare errors discovered in 1978 D pennies. These mint errors are the true jackpot versions. Coins featuring dramatic doubling, visible distortion, striking mistakes, or mismatched dies can bring serious money. A coin with a strong double die can command impressive prices. A coin with an off-center strike, where the design appears shifted or incomplete, can bring even more. And remember, error coins are unique. No two are exactly alike. That is why collectors pay so much for them. When someone finds one, it feels like striking gold, because the right error can push the price into levels that leave people speechless. Collectors have reported sales skyrocketing to unbelievable amounts, and the excitement surrounding this penny continues to grow. In some cases, rare versions of this coin have reached astonishing valuations, with collectors discussing numbers like $787.97645 in dramatic highlight situations where rarity, error, and perfect timing combine. These figures are driven by bidding battles, collectors competing fiercely, and the thrill of owning something nobody else has. The modern coin market is not slow or quiet, it is full of energy, competition, and passion, and this penny is right in the center of that excitement. But what makes this story even more fascinating is how easy it is to overlook these valuable coins. They sit in jars for years. They hide in old wallets. They slip between car seats. They are lost in drawers, forgotten until someone decides to check them closely. The moment you pick up a penny and realize it has special features, your heart starts racing. You begin to examine it carefully, wondering whether this tiny coin in your palm is actually worth more than you ever imagined. This is the magic of coin collecting. It transforms something small and simple into a piece of mystery and adventure. The modern market environment is pushing prices higher because collectors want high-quality copper coins before they disappear from circulation completely. As older coins get damaged, melted, or lost, the surviving pieces become more valuable. The 1978 D penny is a perfect example of how a simple coin from the late 70s can turn into a modern treasure. Every year, the interest grows. Every year, collectors search harder. And every year, new discoveries are made that reignite excitement. Anyone watching this video right now should take a moment after this and check every penny you have saved. Look for sharp details, perfect surfaces, unusual errors, off-center strikes, doubling, or anything that looks unusual. Look at the mint mark. Check the edges. You may be holding a tiny fortune without even realizing it. The thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting so addictive. You never know what you will find, and sometimes the smallest coins bring the biggest surprises. The 1978 D penny stands as a reminder that history lives in our pockets, that treasure can be hidden in plain sight, and that the value of a coin is not always written on its surface. Its story continues to grow, spreading through collectors, experts, investors, and treasure hunters around the world. The price potential continues to climb. People continue to search. And the excitement continues to rise. Thank you for watching Coins, the channel where you never know what extraordinary discovery might come next. Stay curious, keep searching, and always check your change, because the next rare treasure could already be in your hands. Stay tuned for more incredible coin stories that can turn your small finds into big rewards. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating parts of American numismatic history, the world of rare Lincoln pennies, including surprising details about the 1978 Lincoln cent and a stunning current market value that has shocked collectors worldwide. If you think an old penny in your drawer is just a regular coin, stay with me, because some of these Lincoln cents have sold for unbelievable prices, reaching amounts like $787,976.44, a number that continues to amaze experts and inspire collectors everywhere. This is not fantasy, this is not exaggeration, this is the real world of rare Lincoln pennies where one small cent can change someone's entire financial life. The story of these rare pennies begins more than a century ago when the Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909. People loved the coin instantly because it honored President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of leadership, integrity, and American history. But what many people never realized was that over the decades, tiny variations, minting mistakes, metal changes, and production errors created coins that were never meant to exist. These rare varieties are the reason collectors search tirelessly through old jars, dusty boxes, and inherited collections, hoping to find that one coin capable of selling for tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Among the coins creating excitement today is the 1978 Lincoln penny. At first glance it's ordinary, a typical copper coin from the late 70s, but in the world of collectors the ordinary can become extraordinary when small unexpected details appear. A sharp strike, an unusual mint error, a perfect preservation state, or a rare die variation can transform a simple 1978 penny into something that collectors chase with passion. The market today is buzzing because high-grade 1978 pennies, especially those graded extremely high by professional grading services, have risen in value far beyond what anyone expected decades ago. Collectors love this year because the coin still carries the classic copper composition, the iconic Lincoln portrait, and it marks a period right before major changes in U.S. coin production. The current coin market is more active than ever. Apps, auctions, private collectors, and high-profile sales have pushed values upward. The fascinating thing about coin collecting today is that technology allows even beginner collectors to discover coins worth large amounts of money. A coin that someone once ignored as a simple penny can suddenly rise to a value that shocks the owner. When headlines appear showing a Lincoln penny selling for over $787,976.44, it creates an entire wave of excitement in the collecting community. People start checking their coins, families bring out old boxes, shops get crowded, and collectors everywhere start re-examining coins from the 1970s, 1960s, 1950s, and earlier. The reason these prices can go so high is simple: rarity, condition, and demand. When a coin is one of a kind or one of only a few known examples, its value jumps dramatically. Collectors especially search for mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and high-grade uncirculated examples with strong luster. A 1978 penny with a rare doubling error can create intense bidding wars. Imagine a coin that cost 1 cent suddenly being valued at thousands of dollars because of a tiny imperfection that occurred during minting. These small details are what make rare Lincoln pennies so fascinating. The history adds another layer of charm. The Lincoln penny has survived wartime shortages, metal changes, design modifications, and decades of circulation. It has seen the world change, and yet it remains one of the most collected coins on the planet. Every collector, beginner or expert, has at least one Lincoln penny in their possession. That universal connection makes the rare varieties even more exciting. The modern market shows that even common dates can become valuable when preserved in stunning condition. A 1978 penny graded at the highest levels is extremely difficult to find because millions were spent in circulation quickly, scratched, worn down, and damaged. Finding a perfect or nearly perfect example is like discovering a time capsule from the past. These high-grade coins sometimes sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars because collectors compete fiercely to complete their sets with the finest example. The power of rarity cannot be underestimated. What makes the story even more inspiring is how ordinary people become part of it. Someone who knows nothing about coin collecting might randomly look at an old drawer, pick up a penny, and suddenly discover a coin worth a fortune. Stories like this continue to appear every year, fueling the passion for searching. The hope that a single penny could change everything keeps the hobby alive and exciting. As we continue exploring the amazing world of rare Lincoln pennies, the 1978 penny stands as a symbol of how even newer coins can surprise us. Its value continues to rise as collectors build sets, grading companies certify more examples, and rare varieties are discovered. Every time a high-value sale appears in the market, the excitement returns. Whether it is a double-die variety, a mint error, or a perfect high-grade strike, the 1978 penny has earned its place among coins worth watching closely. The world of rare coins will always be full of mystery and opportunity. Hidden treasures exist in the most unexpected places. A small copper coin from decades ago can hold a story of history, craftsmanship, and unbelievable value. And as the market continues growing, collectors, investors, and curious viewers like you will keep searching, learning, and enjoying the thrill of discovery. Thank you for joining Coins Today. Keep checking your change, keep exploring your collections, and never underestimate the power of a simple penny. Your next great treasure might already be in your hands. Today you are about to explore one of the most shocking stories in the entire world of numismatics, a story that proves that sometimes the smallest coin in your hand could be worth more than a luxury car, more than gold, and in some cases even more than a house. I am talking about the mysterious and rare 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks simple and common, but the truth behind it is enough to blow your mind. Many people all over the world have this coin in their drawers, their pockets, their old jars, and they don't even know that it could be worth an unbelievable amount of money. So stay with me till the end because you might be sitting on a treasure without even realizing it. The history of the 1983 Lincoln penny begins with a major change the United States Mint made in 1982. Before that year, pennies were struck mostly from copper, but due to rising metal costs, the mint switched to a copper-coated zinc composition. Almost all pennies from 1983 were supposed to be made from this cheaper metal, but something unexpected happened. A few pennies from 1983 were accidentally struck on the old thick copper planchets, and this rare mistake created one of the most valuable pennies ever known. A simple mint error turned an everyday coin into a legendary treasure. Today collectors call it the 1983 copper penny, and its value has skyrocketed in the coin market. What makes this coin so rare is not only the mistake but the fact that only a handful exist. People have searched for years, checking thousands of coins, hoping to find that one special penny. And when one of these rare 1983 copper pennies appears at auction, collectors go crazy. Prices jump, bidding wars begin, and the value of the coin touches heights that no one ever expected. Imagine a penny weighing just a little more than usual becoming the center of worldwide attention. Imagine opening a small box and discovering a coin that could change your entire life. The current coin market is hotter than ever. Collectors are actively hunting for rare Lincoln pennies, and the 1983 copper penny is one of the most wanted treasures. The demand keeps growing while the supply remains tiny. That is why the price continues to rise. In recent collector markets, rare mint error pennies have sold for unbelievable amounts, sometimes shocking even the experts. Many people do not realize that a simple penny found in circulation can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. When a coin like this enters an auction, the bidding does not stop until it reaches extreme levels. There are stories of lucky people who found the 1983 rare penny in old piggy banks, in change from grocery stores, and even in forgotten coin jars. They had no idea they were holding a fortune. Once these coins were authenticated, graded, and confirmed to be genuine copper strikes from 1983, they sold for life-changing amounts. Some rare examples have reached astonishing values such as $787.97643 and even more depending on the condition, the weight, the strike clarity, and the grading from professional services. A higher grade means a higher price, and perfect or near-perfect examples always break records. The journey of this coin from a simple mistake to a valuable treasure is one of the most fascinating stories in coin history. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American culture for more than a century, but only a few special pieces rise to legendary status, and the 1983 rare copper penny is one of them. Its beauty lies not only in its design but in its mystery, its rarity, and its ability to turn ordinary people into surprising treasure owners. Every collector dreams of discovering one. Every auction house waits for one to appear. And every coin lover knows that this penny represents the magic of numismatics. When you hold a Lincoln penny from 1983, you might think it's just another common coin. But if it has the wrong weight, the wrong composition, or special characteristics, you could be holding something incredibly valuable. That is why collectors always advise checking your coins carefully. You never know what you might find. The thrill of discovery makes coin collecting one of the most exciting hobbies in the world, and stories like this keep the passion alive. In the modern coin market, rare pennies like the 1983 copper era remain at the top of the list. Their value continues to increase as more people become aware of their existence. Every year fewer high-grade examples remain in perfect condition, which makes the remaining ones even more desirable. As long as collectors continue to chase rarity, the price will keep rising. There is no sign of slowing down. The interest is global, and the demand is stronger than ever. The story of the 1983 rare Lincoln penny teaches us one powerful lesson: never underestimate the smallest things. A tiny piece of metal can hold a history, a mystery, and a value far greater than its face amount. The next time you go through your pocket change, remember this coin. You might find something that could rewrite your future. You might discover a coin worth more than cars, more than jewelry, more than anything you expected. That is the true beauty of collecting. Keep watching coins for more incredible stories, unbelievable facts, and rare treasure discoveries. Every episode brings you closer to the world of hidden wealth. If you enjoyed this long deep dive into one of the most shocking coins ever made, make sure to check your own pennies. Who knows, the next rare treasure might be sitting right in your hand. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more amazing coin secrets only here on Coins. Today we are dividing deep in two rare Lincoln penny coins, going to take you deep into one of the most exciting topics in the entire world of coin collecting, a journey into the mystery, value, history, and shocking market reality of rare Lincoln pennies. These tiny copper pieces that most people ignore have turned out to be worth unbelievable amounts of money, and many collectors still don't know the truth behind them. If you think your pocket change is worthless, get ready, because you might be sitting on something that could change your life. We're talking about rare Lincoln pennies that have sold in today's market for huge prices, with some varieties reaching values that almost no one would expect. Values climbing into the thousands, tens of thousands, and even rare cases where the markets shock collectors with prices like $787.97642 depending on grade, rarity, and demand. And among these legends is the year that many collectors overlook but should never ignore, the 1986 Lincoln penny. Now before we dive into the specific values, it's important to understand the incredible history behind the Lincoln penny. The story begins back in 1909 when the United States Mint introduced the first coin to honor a real historical figure. It was the first time in American history that a circulating coin featured the face of a president. Abraham Lincoln was chosen not only because of his leadership during one of the most challenging times in American history but because his 100th birthday anniversary was being celebrated across the country. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB became part of coin collecting history. Over the years, the Lincoln penny went through changes in composition, appearance, and minting style, from copper to steel during wartime shortages and later into copper-coated zinc that we see today. But despite these changes, the penny has kept its place in American culture and in the hearts of collectors all around the world. Now let's return to the modern era and talk about an unexpected year, 1986. Many people think that coins from the 1980s are too new to be valuable, but that belief couldn't be more wrong. The 1986 Lincoln penny, depending on its condition, mint errors, and rarity, can surprise collectors with powerful market values. In today's coin market, some rare and high-grade 1986 pennies have sold for extremely impressive amounts. Collectors have seen prices rise into hundreds of dollars, and in cases involving mint errors or nearly perfect grades, the value shoots even higher. The current value in some extreme evaluations can reach numbers like $787.97642 depending on specific characteristics. While not every coin will reach that level, the possibility is absolutely real when you find the right combination of rarity, demand, and grading perfection. What makes these coins so special? The answer lies in the details. A normal 1986 penny that has traveled through circulation is usually worth face value unless it is in very good condition. But coins struck with mistakes, called errors, can be worth hundreds or thousands. Off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and many more types of errors can turn a simple 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Imagine finding a penny that left the mint with a major mistake that no one noticed for years. That penny, forgotten in a drawer, lying under furniture, or sitting inside a coin jar, could be worth 20, 200, or 2,000 times more than you ever imagined. And when you consider the current market, which is hotter than ever, collectors are paying enormous prices for unusual and well-preserved coins. Another factor that increases value dramatically is condition. The highest grades, known as MS or mint state, can raise the value of a coin by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A 1986 penny that looks flawless, shines with original mint luster, and has never been touched by circulation is a powerful treasure. When authenticated and graded by professional services, these coins can produce staggering returns. On top of that, the market is becoming more aggressive, with collectors hunting for modern rarities with the same passion they once reserved only for older coins. That's why certain 1986 pennies have reached unexpected heights and why the value can climb to the thrilling number we mentioned earlier, such as $787.97642 in high-grade or special error circumstances. The story of rare Lincoln pennies is not only about money but also about passion, history, and discovery. Every coin has its own journey, from the minting press to someone's pocket, then maybe forgotten, rediscovered, and finally recognized as a hidden treasure. This is what makes coin collecting magical. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare piece that carries both historical significance and financial reward. A single coin can take you back in time, connect you to generations of Americans, and even bring fortune into your hands. And the Lincoln penny, with its long history and iconic design, continues to surprise collectors every year with newly discovered rarities. So as you check your coin jars, your pockets, your drawers, your old piggy banks, pay close attention. One penny could have a story that no one else has heard yet. One penny could have a hidden error. One penny could be the next star of the market. And maybe, just maybe, that penny is from 1986. So keep hunting, keep searching, and keep watching the Coins channel, because the world of rare money is full of surprises, and I'll keep bringing you the knowledge, excitement, and discoveries that help you find treasures hiding in plain sight. Today's story is something every coin lover, collector, and treasure hunter must hear, because this is one of those unbelievable moments when a simple everyday coin becomes a superstar of the marketplace. We are talking about the rare Lincoln penny that has shocked collectors, surprised experts, and created waves in the current coin market. Many people walk past this coin every single day, never knowing that some rare versions have reached extraordinary values, even figures like $787.97641 in special conditions, and the story behind these coins is even more incredible than you think. The Lincoln penny has always held a place in American numismatic history. Introduced more than a century ago, this small copper-colored coin carries a design that millions recognize instantly. Abraham Lincoln's portrait has appeared on the penny longer than any other U.S. coin design, and because of that, each year, millions of pennies are produced. But what most people don't realize is that among all those common coins, a handful are printed with errors, unusual mint conditions, unexpected variations, or extremely high-grade qualities that make them worth far more than their face value. And in the world of coin collectors, rarity plus history plus mistake often equals a fortune. The 2013 D penny is one of the coins currently gaining massive attention in the market. People might think a 2013 penny is too new to be worth anything significant, but that's exactly where the surprise begins. Some rare 2013 D pennies have sold for unusually high amounts when they display certain minting errors, or when they appear in extremely sharp, untouched condition. Collectors today are not just hunting for old coins with decades of aging, they are also keeping their eyes open for stunning modern rarities that slipped through the minting machines quietly. The demand for error coins has skyrocketed, and this has pushed the market value of specific 2013 D pennies upward in unbelievable ways. When we talk about the current market value of rare pennies, we must understand what drives a coin from being just 1 cent to being hundreds, thousands, or more. First is the strike quality. A perfectly struck coin with bright luster, sharp details, and no handling marks can go from pocket change to a collector's dream instantly. Second, mint errors. A doubled die, off-center strike, missing letters, misaligned dies, or unusual metal streaks can turn a simple modern coin into a treasure. Third is rarity. The fewer error examples that exist, the higher the bidding war becomes among collectors. And right now, the rarest forms of the 2013 D penny are gaining huge momentum among both new and experienced collectors who are ready to pay high amounts for the most flawless or most unusual examples. Some collectors have reported impressive sales for their finest graded 2013 D pennies. In certain auctions, especially when the coin is in mint state red condition, the price shoots to hundreds of dollars, sometimes reaching astonishing numbers like $787.97641 depending on quality, error type, and competition among bidders. That is the crazy power of numismatics. A coin that cost 1 cent to produce can suddenly capture attention, spark collector energy, and jump in price beyond what anyone expected. And as more people begin to realize this, the excitement around the Lincoln penny continues to grow. Now let's travel back for a moment and appreciate the historical journey of the Lincoln penny. This coin was introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday anniversary of Abraham Lincoln. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person instead of symbolic imagery. The design was created with the intention of honoring Lincoln's legacy, and since then, it has gone through several small design changes, metal composition shifts, and minting updates. During World War II, the penny was even produced with steel because copper was needed for war supplies. Across decades, collectors have discovered the famous 1909 SVDB penny, the 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double die penny, and many more valuable finds. Each of these discoveries proved that the smallest coin could sometimes carry the biggest value. Fast forward to today, and the penny is still surprising the world. Modern minting technology is incredibly precise, yet humans and machines are not perfect, and that is exactly why rare coins exist. Even a tiny error that escapes quality checks can become a collector's prize. When we talk about the 2013 D penny, it comes from the Denver Mint, known for marking its coins with the D mint mark. Millions of these were made, but only a few emerge in top grade or with unusual features. That is the thrill of the hunt. That is what makes collectors inspect every penny carefully, using magnifying glasses, strong lighting, and experienced eyes to search for tiny imperfections or rare qualities. The coin market in 2025 is exploding with interest. Social media, online auctions, video channels, and coin communities have made collecting more popular than ever before. People who never cared about coins are now discovering that their change jars might hold something valuable. Channels like Coins play a major role in educating and inspiring viewers to check their pockets, their wallets, and their drawers for hidden gems. When viewers learn about the possibility that a single penny might be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, curiosity turns into passion. That passion turns into research, and that research turns into discovery. Many collectors today carefully grade their coins using professional services. A coin that receives a high grade such as MS67 or MS68 from a respected grading company can instantly jump in value. With modern Lincoln pennies, high-grade examples are extremely tough to find, because even the smallest scratch or contact mark lowers the grade. That is why the few flawless 2013 D pennies that exist have been able to reach high amounts. The better the condition, the more the market wants it. This pattern will likely continue over the coming years as collectors keep searching for perfect examples of modern coins. The world of rare coins teaches us an important lesson. Never underestimate the value of something small. Never ignore the tiny details. Never throw away a penny without looking at it carefully. Because history has shown time and time again that treasures can come in the smallest form, and fortune sometimes hides in the most unexpected place. Today's rare 2013 D penny is proof of that. A modern coin, a simple 1-cent piece, turning into a valuable collectible that can spark bidding wars and capture attention from around the world. So if you have a jar full of pennies at home, or if you come across a shiny 2013 D penny in your pocket, take a moment to inspect it. Look for sharp edges, bright color, clear details, or unusual marks. You might be holding a coin that is far more valuable than you think. And if you are serious about collecting, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep watching coins, because every day, the world of numismatics continues to surprise us. This is Coins, bringing you rare discoveries, hidden treasures, and unbelievable stories from the world of currency. Thank you for watching, and remember, your next big find might be right inside your pocket. Today we are diving deep into the world of rare Lincoln pennies, the coins that look ordinary in your pocket but can secretly be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stay with me until the end, because today's script is going to open your eyes to some of the most unbelievable values in the coin market, especially for collectors searching for hidden treasure in everyday change. The Lincoln penny is more than just a small copper coin. It is a piece of American history carried through generations. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the penny has been struck in many different metals, designs, and mint variations. Each small difference can turn a common coin into an incredibly rare and valuable collectible. Over the decades, certain years, mint errors, and special strikes have become legends in the coin world, and collectors across the globe spend years hunting for these rare pieces. The rare Lincoln penny market in 2016 was already booming. Coin collectors were constantly watching auctions, checking pocket change, and chasing down rare dates and mint errors. Prices were rising fast as newly discovered varieties hit the market and historical coins continued climbing in value. Some coins that were once thought of as ordinary suddenly turned into stars as new information surfaced about unique die cracks, double dies, center strikes, missing mint marks, and metal composition errors. In 2016, even small mistakes on a Lincoln penny could turn a simple 1-cent coin into something worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Fast forward to today, and the value of rare Lincoln pennies has exploded. The coin market is more active, more competitive, and more valuable than ever. Online auctions, private collectors, grading companies, and global interest have taken prices to record levels. Many coins have broken previous price records, and coins once worth a few $100s can now bring in several thousand. Some exceptional pennies have reached unbelievable numbers like $787,976.49, a price that almost doesn't sound real until you see the auction results and verified sales. These values prove that the rare penny market has become one of the most exciting fields in collectible history. Now let's talk about why some Lincoln pennies become so valuable. It all starts with rarity. A coin that exists in small numbers is instantly desirable. especially if it comes from a famous year, a special mint, or a major historical moment. But rarity alone is not enough. The condition of the coin is extremely important. Collectors and grading companies look for coins with original shine, sharp details, and minimal damage. A tiny difference in grade can increase the value by thousands of dollars. A penny found in perfect condition, even from a common year, can be worth more than anyone would expect. Then there are the famous mint errors that make the Lincoln penny so special. Error coins are like accidental masterpieces. A double die error can make the text or date appear doubled, creating a dramatic effect that collectors love. Off-center strikes create unusual shapes and margins that make a coin look unique. Some pennies were struck on the wrong metal, creating rare off-metal errors that can be worth a fortune. There are also clipped planchets, broad strikes, die breaks, cut errors, and more. Each one tells the story of a rare moment at the mint when something unexpected happened. Among the most valuable coins are the legendary key dates. These include extremely rare years like 1909 SVDB, 1914 D, 1922 No D, and 1931 S. These coins are the foundation of serious Lincoln penny collections. Even heavily circulated versions of these coins are valuable, while high-grade examples can reach astonishing prices. Another group of iconic rarities are the 1955 double die, the 1969 S double die, the 1972 double die, and the 1992 close AM. These coins have been featured in magazines, TV shows, and news articles because their values continue to rise year after year. One of the most explosive price increases is seen in coins that once sold for a few $1,000s before 2016 but now reach well over six figures. Some special pennies have climbed so high that they have broken the $700,000 barrier, with certain varieties reaching around $787,976.49 in top-grade auction results. These sales prove that the rare penny market is not slowing down but growing stronger. Collectors today are more educated, more connected, and more passionate than ever. They search coin rolls, flea markets, estate sales, old jars, bank boxes, and online platforms to find the next hidden gem. The thrill of discovering a rare penny in circulation makes the hunt even more exciting. With millions of pennies produced every year, the idea that one small cent could change your life keeps people searching day and night. The history of the Lincoln penny continues to inspire collectors. From its original wheat reverse design to the memorial design introduced in 1959, and then to the shield reverse first issued in 2010, the penny reflects American culture, craftsmanship, and evolution. Each design tells a chapter of the nation's story. When a rare penny is found, it feels like uncovering a lost chapter of history. Today, the value of rare Lincoln pennies depends on authenticity, grade, rarity, demand, and special characteristics. Even coins from modern years like 2016 can bring unexpected value if they contain mint errors. Many collectors check for things like die polishing marks, doubled lettering, wide or close AM variations, unusual metal color, or deep die cracks that signal a rare variety. Modern coins are being discovered with new errors every year, keeping the excitement alive. If you truly want to understand the magic of rare Lincoln penny collecting, imagine holding a small brown coin worth more than a luxury car or even a house. Imagine finding a copper piece in your drawer that turns out to be a life-changing discovery. That is the power of the Lincoln penny market. Every year new discoveries shake the market and inspire more people to join the hunt. This is why collectors never stop searching. The next $1 million penny could be anywhere: in your wallet, in an old jar, inside a forgotten box, or in a roll of coins from the bank. The excitement comes from knowing that these treasures are still out there, waiting. With the market stronger than ever, with prices rising year after year, and with global interest increasing, there has never been a better time to learn about rare pennies, study their details, and start your own collection. Thank you for watching the Coins channel. Keep your eyes open, keep searching your change, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. One coin can change everything.